There's a question about, I'm not going to read the whole thing quick because it's quite long, but it's basically about modifications. So not feeling strong enough in side plank and the lifting of the leg in side plank. So wondering about how to modify those poses. And so I'm just going to show a modification for that, for side plank and the lift of the leg. And I love this question. If you ever have a question about a modification, or you want me to make some specific videos about modifications, or if you want me to add more modifications within the videos, I'm happy to do that. I love your feedback. So modification for side plank. So here I am in high plank. Now, if you want to modify side plank, you can just bring a knee down to the floor, pivot to the heel of the outside leg, like so. You can keep your toes tucked here if it's okay on your knee, but it's not okay. It doesn't feel good for everyone to be like that. So you can untuck your toes and then root through your back foot, root through your front hand, and reach your arm up towards the sky. Now, you can also, if you don't feel stable, keep your fingertips onto the floor and just start to experiment with getting a little bit lighter. Now, from this position, if the foot that is attached to the knee that's on the floor is going straight back, it becomes very difficult to lift this back leg. It's causing me a lot of effort to balance here. So you can bring the foot back down to the floor and turn your shin on an angle backwards. So this creates a more stable position. Now, you can also do this modification for side plank, just to create a little bit more stability if this doesn't feel as stable. And especially when you want to play around with lifting your leg, it's much more stable. So you could say that okay, high plank, knee down, pivot on the knee to the shin so that the shin goes off your mat. Bring your back heel to the floor, root through your front hand and your back foot and reach your arm up towards the sky and lift your leg. We could say this is stage 1 modification where you're more stable. We could say stage 2, high plank, knee down, untuck your toes or keep them tucked, heel to the floor, arm up to the sky. Now, in order to stabilize in this position, I'm gonna really use my toenails. I'm gonna root my toenails down into the floor, dig my fingertips into the floor and engage through my core, arm up, leg up. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but my base foot is really like calibrating. It's thinking to keep me stable. Now from this position, say you do the modification and you want to do the step up, because often from here, I'm like, okay, step up for 3, 2, 1. You can do it with your back foot on the floor, but or back shin on the floor. One thing you need to remember and do is that once you get your foot to the floor, then you want to bring your shin, your back shin, so that your toes are pointing straight back. So this is one way you can do it. Now you can even go back into this modified side plank by just reversing the way you came in. Another way you can do it is you can, from here, place your right hand to the floor or the hand that was up in the sky, tuck your back foot to the back of the mat, and then just step forward. So you can choose one of those modifications, see what works for you. And I hope that that was helpful. Okay.